The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
And hello, good morning to all of our sexy friends listening in on the chilly Tuesday morning. It's December 8th, Tom. Dear Lord, this is your host, Gary Owen. And you're listening to the Quality of Life radio show brought to you by Cigna Medicare. And we are streaming live on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, which I don't know anybody in the country who's not, but tune in to the Quality of Life radio show. You can catch us there. Or if you are at home shivering, turn on your station to WSTU 1450 AM or WPSL 1590 AM. And if you are in front of your computer, I'm talking to you. Go to www. I'm talking to you.
You're talking to me,
Robert De Niro. WSTUTV.com. That's www.wstutv.com. Tom, tell everybody why you and I are sitting in the studio in 50-degree weather.
because it's cold outside.
That's a good idea.
Well, there's three other more professional reasons. Number one, we like to bring relevant content, some irrelevant as well, but we're also here to showcase and support our local business people. And we're going to be introducing Chris here in a moment. And we also are here to educate, bring education and information about insurance planning so people can have the quality of life that they deserve and the stress-free life that they deserve.
I love stress-free.
Stress-free is good.
And I love quality.
Quality is good. The ribeyes you gave, Debbie and I. Oh, my goodness.
And the pulled pork.
Oh, every Friday.
And the lobster.
Oh my God. Well, yeah.
So if you are lucky enough to be watching, we're listening. We have some great content this morning, as we always do. And congratulations and welcome. And I know there are many new listeners because we had a very, very busy Medicare open enrollment period this past year. And we've told all of our clients to listen in and tune into our radio show. And I'm giving a shout out to all of you who came into our new office in North Stewart, did business with us. We helped you with your Medicare planning and Part D planning. So thank you for your business and thank you for listening to our show this morning. So the first part of the show, we're going to feature Chris Glatz, and then the second part of the show, Tom and I are going to share our knowledge and information about important insurance solutions. And you might think that it's boring, but Tom and I make it
fun
and exciting.
That's right.
So we'll share some pitfalls to avoid, transparency, and good old-fashioned straight talk that will enhance and improve your quality of life, because we are on a mission, Tom. And that mission is, and Chris is going off back there. Great football, Chris. Woo-hoo. All right, him out of the studio.
At least it was a good song.
I just like getting noticed every once in a while.
Yeah.
He was feeling lonely back there.
At least it was a good song.
I swear I turned it on vibrate once, but the phone does have a mind of its own.
Yeah, Gary. Actually, the motto that we live by, the practice that we bring to people and the expertise we bring to people is we want to help people. We want to simplify insurance planning so people can live the stress-free life that they deserve, because insurance can be very complex. We like to bring the complex, bring it down to simplicity so that people can understand and make rational choices.
Yeah, if you know everything there is to know about insurance, you may not want to listen to the show unless you want to have fun and listen to us banter back and forth. But trust me, 99.999% of Americans out there don't understand insurance and the complexities of insurance, and the carriers are making insurance products more sophisticated and confusing for the consumer. So this is why you need an independent brokerage agency like Owen Insurance Group.
Absolutely. Give us a call at 772-210-1020.
Or you could call 772-210-1020.
Either one will get to us.
I like that one better. So since Chris is demanding attention back there. So I think this is
We
probably
love you, Chris.
the right opportunity to say, welcome, Chris Glotz of Congruity HR. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Enjoying the cold weather myself, though, actually.
Well, where are you from originally?
Originally born in Chicago, grew up in northern Jersey. And
That's why you love the cold weather.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town.
I lived there for 10 years.
Oh, it's a
I
great city.
love it. Yeah, beautiful.
Great food, but winters are absolutely brutal.
Yes, they are. But, I still miss the food. And here, Florida's getting White Castles.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and your business, and we'll go from there. How about that?
Perfect. Congruity HR is a Stewart-based business originally founded in North Carolina by two individuals, one of them here in Martin County. And our job is basically an HR service provider in the areas of payroll, workers' comp, human resources, benefits, just about any employee-related area. And our focus is to manage with live, actual people the client needs to improve the quality of life for the employees and quality of life for the business overall through HR benefits and our comprehensive technology packages.
And what area do you service?
We mainly provide payroll, workers' comp, benefits administration, and human resource support, as well as safety. Just about any area that a business needs to help manage their bottom line or their employees, we have a service platform to deliver that in.
And is there a minimum number of employees that you prefer to work with?
No, there's not. Any size business. I work with Tom a little bit, and it doesn't matter if you're big or small, we pay them all.
I like that. That's a great
Nice
tagline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet.
We could use that tagline.
We could steal it somewhere.
I'm sure
It's an homage.
we can employ that somewhere. And geographically speaking, where do you service?
We service pretty much throughout the entire United States. We're very heavy in the southeastern portion of the United States, from North Carolina down through Georgia, Alabama, Texas. But we have clients all over the countries, and we're providing support to their employees in just about every single state.
Where's my eggs and bacon, Evan? Oh, he's cooking it. He's cooking it in the bathroom. There you go.
The coffee should be coming soon, right?
Yeah. The first person to bring us coffees around the table here will win a free 30-minute set in the studio with us. So
Awesome.
if you're out there,
Business owners, listen up.
if you're listening in and you want to bring a nice or hot chocolate, whatever hot chocolate would work, or nice hot coffee, cappuccino. Squirrel. Sorry about that, Chris.
Yeah, it's quite all right.
So what has been the secret to the success and growth of Congruity HR?
We, unlike other companies, don't ask clients to fit within our service model. We custom build it around their needs, whether it be strictly through email technology or whether they want live in-person help constantly, whether it's working directly with their employees or through a point person. We really don't have a set shape. We ask the clients to help us build that with a very client-focused service model. We like to say our technology allows us to answer the phone more quickly, be in more Zoom meetings, and have more attention to your bottom line and the needs.
I like that. So there's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
No.
Kind of like us, Tom. What we keep telling our consumers and our listeners and prospects, there's not a one-size-fits-all solution in the insurance business.
Absolutely. And that's why we custom make the insurance products for those people's individual needs.
And why your wife custom makes facial masks.
She does. Here's a beautiful example of that
Yep.
for my patriotic
I've
side.
got one too. I like it. I like it.
Absolutely.
And Chris, how long have you been in business here in Stewart? And how long has the company been around?
Company's been around approaching now, I believe, 13 years. More than 10 years here in Stewart. Our founder, Matt Lewis, has been very active within the community. I myself got about 13 years PEO experience, as well as 10 years managing my own businesses.
So tell us what you did in Chicago. Is that the type of business you were in Chicago?
I actually worked. No, I was born in Chicago.
Snowplow driver.
Actually, no, because I get in trouble for doing donuts in the parking lot. Not actually snowing. I work mainly. I did some time in the Midwest with a similar type of company. Congruity is unique because we offer our services in a couple of different platforms and relationships, whether it's traditional payroll or taking advantage of a unique co-employment relationship. So my experience ranges with some bigger companies back then, and then I branched out on my own for about a decade.
Very nice. We Tom and I every show always speak about quality of life, and so kind of related to what you do and Congruity. How does Congruity HR improve the quality of life for clients and their employees?
In a couple of big ways, actually. One is we help them gain back more valuable time to meet the needs of their clients and take care of their customers. Through HR support, liability management, whether it be workers' comp, and especially now benefits administration, helping the employees find better use of their benefit packages offered, creating a higher satisfaction, which directly translates into a much better quality of life because they can appreciate their healthcare. They have somebody there to attend to things. They have an advocate if they have to do with the healthcare agency. And then we also take the grunt work off the shoulders of our clients so they get to spend more time taking care of their customers.
Yeah, they got to focus on their business and running their business, not all the other nonsense. That
we can bring as much as 25% of their work week back to their administrative support staff and business owners through our relationships in the management of these areas.
That is a great product and service to business owners because I know I've run my own business on several different ways, real estate and others. And it was the administration that you're talking about
bogs you down,
the minutia that bogs you down, and it takes away the mojo that and the passion that got a person, especially entrepreneurs, people with great vision and artistic and maybe not the managerial type, just the ones that want to get out there. You release them to let them do what they do best, and you do what you do best.
Oh, and all the change of regulations and laws, the alphabet soup that exists out there. You know, over 58% of all employee-related lawsuits are filed against small businesses because they don't have the HR capabilities. We provide every small business owner the same advantages as Fortune 500 caliber companies have.
That's awesome. So popped in my mind, like, what is the single most important thing that you do that you feel that you do better than your competition?
Quite simply, pick up the phone and service the clients based on their needs, not ours.
That's important. I mean, being there when they need you the most.
Absolutely. We pride ourselves in that fact. We've had clients, we enjoy 98% client retention rate right now. We recently were named to the Inc. 5000 list, which is pretty prestigious for our growth. And I sometimes like to say, you know, becoming a part of the family here at Congruity, I don't know which way is better, whether it's the mafia or the CIA, because either way, you don't ever want to leave. You're there for life.
You can't leave. What are you talking about?
Well, our service model makes that pretty difficult because of the ways we bend over backwards. We've innovated ways to help people meet the needs through our relationship, ways other companies wouldn't think about doing. And our founders have a simple rule. Is it against the law? No, then who cares? Let's do it.
And so is there one business type over another that you prefer to work with?
We can work with any type of business, especially as we've expanded during this most recent unprecedented time during COVID. But areas where we do the most impact are those individuals with forward-thinking philosophies and a need to make sure their employees can get busy taking care of their clients.
Speaking of COVID, Chris, how has that impacted your business and the business of your clientele?
Well, in some aspects, you know, it has certainly made it more challenging for our clients, and we led the way in being able to assist them with PPP loans. We didn't just provide information or answer questions. We would fill out the applications for them if necessary. We've made modifications to our pricing and billing when necessary to help them get through these times. As far as companies, they've taken on an entirely new world, managing employees from home. What's the best type of HR policies? And things that I've routinely presented to other groups have been what policies you need to have in place, especially with home-based employees, when there is a positive test result in a workplace. What are the HIPAA requirements that you need to adhere to in informing? What questions to ask? What does the policy need to look like to get the employee returned back to the workspace if they don't have the ability to work from home? And the second biggest area we're seeing now is workers' compensation. People working at home are filing claims under workers' comp because they had an incident in their house while they're on the clock. It's a whole new world that we never even envisioned.
Wow, I never even gave that a consideration.
Just it's been coming up more and more.
Huh.
It's something
I
that needs
slipped
to be
in my bathroom on my 15-minute break. Therefore, the owner of the company owes me compensation.
There is an exposure, and there have been claims filed on that. And of course, the biggest one is, where did they get COVID? Was it at work or was it not at work?
That's a game changer. That's really interesting.
So having the proper policies and procedures are vital more than ever in having HR.
There's a couple more questions I want to ask you. We got to go to a break first, and then once we get past that, we'll come back, ask you those questions, and then Tom and I will pick it up from there. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show here in Stuart, Florida, Martin County, Florida, WSTU 1450 AM and WPSL 1590 AM. We will be right back. Don't you dare go anywhere. And welcome back to the Quality of Life Radio Show. You're listening to Gary Owen and Tom the Boov Bouvier, and with us in the studio is Chris Glatz. From where, Chris, are you from?
Congruity HR here in beautiful Stuart, Florida.
And tell everybody how to reach you.
The best way to reach us is to give me a call at 772-828-6078 or go to www.congruityhr.com and send a message through the website.
And the last question I want to ask you, Chris, is what areas of a business to help support through outsourcing and technology?
Well, our main focus is payroll, HR, and workers' compensation. We've added a very aggressive benefits management component, which we have found to be very, very successful. Our clients are just really excited about getting able to unload that portion of the work off their shoulders and find more time for their clients. So it's payroll, workers' comp, and HR.
So I would think I read somewhere, Chris, that the workers' comp rates have lowered in Florida. Is that true?
Yes, they have. They just recently came down again. Yes.
Isn't that a win-win for small business owners?
It absolutely is, especially when you look at the fact that there's some looming changes about to the minimum wage. So any opportunity to be able to reduce those costs. And in one of our unique relationships, the way we deliver that service is we can provide economies of scale through our co-employment relationship, which is where we're able to pull clients together and get a little bit better workers' comp discount. So for gray collar businesses, property management, companies that have workers, AC, plumbing contractors, those type of thing, we're able to immediately impact their bottom line. In a lot of cases, we wound up coming in for the same or less money than they're currently spending today while doubling the service package.
That's beautiful.
That's the key. Is the
well, that's great
analysis.
information, Chris. We really appreciate having you on the call this morning, and it's our joy to always feature and showcase a small business here on the Treasure Coast. And if you would let our viewers and our listeners know how to reach you one more time.
Either through our website at www.congruityhr.com or please call me directly, 772-828-6078.
All right. We appreciate that. And then, Tom, before we get into the wonderful, exciting, boring business of insurance, it's not really boring for us, but it might be for some people. But we promise to not make it boring for you that are listening. But there are two things that happened this week, and I think it'd be very interesting to share. A Christmas tree World Guinness record. So yesterday,
The smallest Christmas tree?
no, this is the largest Christmas tree. A food company in the Philippines broke a Guinness. Speaking of Guinness, I'm getting thirsty.
Isn't that a beer?
A Guinness World Record when it assembled more than 70,000 cans of sardines into a 20-foot tall Christmas tree that weighs 31,000 pounds. So, Tom, question for you.
How long it would take to eat all those cans of sardines?
Well, no, that wasn't the question, but
sorry.
that's a great follow-up question. The main question I'd have is, does it smell like a Christmas tree or smelly fish?
I think it's going to smell like fish because I think one of the happy employees probably cracked a couple of them open to let the aroma out. That's what I would do.
And you know all about the Philippines
I
because you've
do.
been to the Philippines.
I do.
Yes.
I lived there for 5 years.
So Mega Sardines, a Philippines-based food brand, said a total of 70,638 cans of smelly sardines were stacked in the shape of a Christmas tree to break the Guinness record for the tallest can structure.
And does it smell like sardines or a Christmas tree? Did they?
Well, I think we should probably get on the plane and go find out.
Okay.
Go find out. I know it's been a while since you've been to the Philippines.
It's been a while.
So that's a good excuse to go. Debbie, we'll see you later. And then the second thing that happened, this is pretty important to me, and I like this topic because I am an aviator. Another airplane situation
story.
here, airplane story. But this is a small airplane.
Mm-hmm.
An airplane. There's no stewardesses on this airplane. Tom.
Okay. No clubs up there.
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not going to go that far. But an airplane in trouble lands in the middle of a freeway in busy Minneapolis. So
Wow.
drivers and I watched a clip of this. Amazing flying skills. Drivers on an interstate near Minneapolis were presented with quite a sight this week. A small airplane with engine trouble coming down to land right in the middle of the highway at night. The plane made an emergency landing on Interstate 35, west of Arden Hills, 7 miles northeast of Minneapolis. Expertly merging in between multiple cars on the freeway late Wednesday. Cameras operated by the Minnesota Department of Transportation captured the unusual landing. Pretty cool. Police said the Belanca Viking, very beautiful airplane, by the way, collided with a car after landing, but no one was hurt. And the pilot was identified as a 52-year-old Craig Gifford. Way to go, Craig, of Minneapolis, a seasoned pilot and a member of an international aerobatic flight team. So because he had the aerobatic training, I can guarantee you that aided in his successful landing attempt.
And that's a good reason not to text and drive, because if you were sitting there texting, driving, you would not have seen the airplane coming down.
People aren't going to stop texting and driving. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Until an airplane comes out of the air and crashes into them.
It's amazing. I see it all day, every day I'm on the highway. People are texting and not paying attention to the highway. And
bet you wish you had your
cars.
sheriff badge.
I miss being a cop every once in a while. And when I see people texting and being idiots, I would love to light them up.
Yeah.
Love to light them up
would be
and stroke them with a big ticket.
Okay.
So for all you law enforcement officers out there, write more tickets to those idiots who are texting and driving and not paying attention and causing crashes, please. So, Tom, what happened yesterday at midnight?
Yesterday at midnight.
Were you sleeping soundly?
I was. Thank you. And right after midnight, it became
not a creature was stirring.
Not even a mouse. It became Tuesday. It was Monday and then it was Tuesday. And actually, in our world, that was the end of Medicare's annual enrollment period.
What? You missed it.
That's right. People are going to be calling today. I still got it today, right? It's December 8th. I mean,
there were quite a few people.
Yeah, quite a few happens. Say we still have till the 15th, or they'll confuse it with the marketplace.
Absolutely. No, listen. I mean, I still have several people that called that never showed up, and thinking that, like you said, thinking it's till the 15th. And well, does that mean, Tom, that the people who missed their open enrollment, who really wanted to do so, for example, Howie down in Green Acres, Florida, of course, waited till the last day, like so many people like to do for some reason, and did his Part D plan with us, had us review it for him because he's on a Medicare supplement with the United American Plan F. Good job there, Howie. And we were able to save him on the new plans for 2021, $960 a year, Tom, just by saying, hey, am I on the right plan for this year coming? That simple question saved him $1,000.
And if his wife didn't know about the change, that's the she don't know money.
Well, he doesn't have a wife. So.
Okay, well,
not anymore anyway.
Oh, sorry, Hal.
So, well, no, he's probably happy.
Yeah, you got plenty of money now. We got to decide what you're going to do with it.
And peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
I don't know. So anyway, just as an aside, people, you had an opportunity to have Owen Insurance Group review your Medicare insurance and your Part D plan. And quite frankly, we really do not like to review Part D plans because they're time consuming and you got to get it right. There are so many different plans and different tiers and formulary, and you have got to get this right. Otherwise, you're going to screw up a client. And by not working with Own Insurance Group, if you're working with somebody else, good luck with that.
That's right. And but we do it anyway out of the goodness of our heart for the Part D.
Big commission. I think they pay us $1 a month.
$1 a month, something like that.
Yeah, so there's no money in it, but you know what? It's a good service that we provide to our community, to our prospects and clients, because we know that that's the number one question for people who are on Medicare. That is the single most important question that they have is their Part D, because it's getting more expensive, more unaffordable, And so it's important to be on the right plan to save yourself some money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tom, for those people that missed the open enrollment for a minute, let's say that they're on a Medicare Advantage plan and they're not happy with that plan, or they maybe want to take a look and see if there was a better plan option available to them. So they missed the December 7th deadline at 11:59 p.m. last night. What do you tell those poor people?
Sorry. Maybe next year.
Rule number 10.
No, you screwed up. No, no, we would not do that. Medicare, to add to the confusion, which we're going to help simplify, Medicare now has what's called an open enrollment period.
What? We got to go through this again?
Right. People say, well, didn't that just end? Well, technically, this was the annual election period or annual enrollment period between October 15th and December 7th, where all Medicare beneficiaries could make changes. But Medicare decided this past year, and that's going to follow through to this year, between January 1st and March 31st, there is what's called the open enrollment period.
Dear God.
That's right. You have a second chance, but it only applies to you.
It only applies if you come to Owen Insurance Group.
That's right. And show your special little ticket found in. No. So the open enrollment period is only for those people who are currently, as of January 1st, on a Medicare Advantage plan. And they have the option to switch to another Medicare Advantage plan, go back to original Medicare, pick up a Medicare supplement, apply for a Medicare supplement plan, and get a Part D prescription drug plan. So if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, you do have the option between January 1st and March 31st to make a change. You can only make one change during that period.
And that's it. That locks you in for the remainder of the year. So there is hope. And the fact that Owen Insurance Group is expanding, we're growing, we're glowing on top of growing, and it's not snowing yet. But Tom and I and Kathy in the office and Julie and Marge and all of our other agents will be happy to help you out. And all you got to do is call our office at 772-210-1020. Hurry up and grab a piece of paper and a pen, Mildred. Write that number down, 772-210-1020. You cannot see us because we're tired. You cannot see us for the rest
on the
of
back
month.
of your ear.
Honey, I told you, get that pen out of your ear. It goes on top of your ear, not in your ear. So you can call our office and we can schedule you in for 2021, anytime in January, February. And as Tom said, you have until the 31st. Actually, it has to be issued and by 31st for an April 1 effective date.
Correct.
So make sure that you get in our office, call us, and we can schedule that for you. One thing I want to touch on real quick, what Tom said, though, is for those of you who are on a Medicare Advantage plan, you can switch, as he said, to another Advantage plan, and or there's no underwriting questions to do that. However, it's quite the opposite. If you want to disenroll from an Advantage plan, go back to original Medicare, and then sign up for a Medicare supplement plan. So you're going back on original Medicare, because if you're on an Advantage plan, you are no longer in original Medicare, you're on managed care. So now that you are deciding to go back to original Medicare, A and B, now you want to also have a supplement plan. Tom, what do they have to do if they want a supplement plan?
Call Owen Insurance Group, 772-210-1020. But there would be what's called underwriting questions.
There you go.
Approximately, it depends on the company. United American is one of our favorites, of course. Others, they may have about anywhere from 7 to 11 medical questions that have to be answered in the appropriate way. I mean, if you've just come out of the hospital,
That's
just had a heart attack, just had a cancer.
No.
That's right.
No.
Right.
No.
Right. But if you're able to say no to all of those diseases, conditions, situations in your health conditions, you would be able to qualify to get on to a Medicare supplement plan.
And really, folks, I mean, the distinct difference between a supplement and Advantage plan, with a Medicare supplement, you you are in control of your health care. You are in control of your quality of life. You are in control of where you want to go. There are no networks, no restrictions. You can go anywhere in the country that accepts Medicare. So that's why people love Medicare supplement plans. What people don't like about Medicare supplement is that, of course, you've got to pay a premium. So you either pay now or you got to pay later. If you're going to pay, you might as well pay for a plan that is going to be a quality plan and be there for you through the rest of your life, and know that you're going to be covered no matter where you are, no matter where you want to go in the country. So Medicare supplement plans are very popular because of that, Tom. So transitioning, because we have another break coming up in 2 minutes, but I kind of would like to talk, because we have how many more days left for ACA healthcare open enrollment, Tom?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go.
The 15th.
7 days. He was counting on his fingers, folks. 7 days.
I'm accurate.
You're pretty good. You took a little long to get there, but you made it. 7 days to go for the ACA healthcare open enrollment. And we're going to, when we come back from break, we're going to just talk a little bit about that and some options you have as a consumer, because we know many have lost their jobs and many are still asking, what the heck do I do, Gary? And so you're listening to the Quality of Life radio show, WSTU 1450, America's Heritage Station, and also WPSL 1590 AM. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't you go anywhere except to the bathroom. All right. I hope you're into your second, third, fourth cup of coffee. Tom, I'm very disappointed because nobody has stopped by with cappuccino or hot cocoa or anything yet.
I've been listening and watching that
So
door.
I guess
Nobody's waving through the window.
nobody loves us. Nobody loves us.
Mm.
Well, all right. What are you going to do? All right. So
Eat
we were going to talk about what topic after the break? Did you remember what we were going to talk about?
I have short-term memory.
Oh, so
the
I
day after AEP, I'm just
you're shot.
just kind of.
Yeah, I know. We were frazzled. It was a busy
It was
AEP
a busy
season for
time.
us. But anyway, we have the other open enrollment coming to a rapid close, which is the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, if you want to call it, or healthcare. So, so many people are calling us about what to do. I'll tell you what not to do. Don't go to Medicare.gov or healthcare.gov and healthcare.gov and try to figure it out and take the road alone, because you're going to get spanked.
That's right. And I know another thing they should not do: wait till December
15th?
15th
Oh my
at
God.
7:00.
Please don't.
How
do
come they're not answering their phone?
It. Yeah. It's 10:55 p.m., honey. They ain't picking up their phones.
I made the mistake of going on Medicare or healthcare.gov late the 15th, several years back, trying to do it on my own and really not having the most clear mindset at the moment.
You got spanked, didn't you?
I screwed up so bad.
It
Yeah.
happens, man.
Yeah.
And if you're not savvy on not only on insurance, but on the complexities of the healthcare.gov site, it's going to cause you some problems. I can promise you that. We see it, we hear about it all the time. The nightmare stories. They didn't submit the right proper forms that they should have submitted to healthcare.gov in a timely manner, where they just neglected it, or they forgot about it, and then they lost their insurance. So anyway, leave that to us. We'll carry the heavy load for you. And so you only have 7 days left. And here in Martin County and actually on the Treasure Coast, you've got some options besides Florida Blue. So we're happy to know that Cigna is here on the Treasure Coast, as well as Ambetter, and as well as Oscar Health. So you have 3 other options other than the Blues.
The Blues.
And the premium increases that we are seeing for 2021 is giving many along the Treasure Coast the Blues.
The Blues. I love the Blues.
Christmas blues.
But not that kind of blues.
So don't get blue. All right. Call Owen Insurance Group, Tom. I wonder if Chris remembers our number. We say it so many times now on this show. See, he's giving us that look like, oh my God, don't you turn around.
772.
Turn around. 210-1020. What's the number, Chris?
772-210-1020.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's got a good
He
memory.
combined
Remember like
them.
an elephant.
It wasn't just a
Yeah, the
210.
Yeah, he's using
1020.
Very good, Chris. Very good. And you can also go to our website, www.owen. There's no S on the end of my name, so
Right.
don't you dare put an S on my name. Owen, OWEN, insurancegroup.net. If you put an S on my name, you won't be going to my website. I can promise you that. So, or if you're on Medicare, you can also check out my video. I put together a sweet, lovely 15-minute video about the do's and don'ts of Medicare and the Medicare open enrollment. And you could go to medicarejourney.com and view that. Tom, we are not going to be in the studio when? December 22nd? December 22nd.
Oops.
So Evan
I
Nine
wouldn't be here then.
and Gary
Next
Owen
day either.
and Tom Bouvier are not going to be around town. So we're going to tape the show our next week's show. We're going to tape it for re-airing to air on the following week. So anyway, everybody's going to be preparing for Christmas. They got better things to do than to listen to us on the radio show on the 22nd.
Mhm.
And I will be in the beautiful Smoky Mountains. So trying to get some respite, do my best.
Very nice. Very nice.
So the open enrollment for healthcare.gov is important. If you miss the open enrollment for the health insurance or ACA, or you say, Gary, you know what? I don't qualify for a subsidy. Oh, what's a subsidy? We didn't talk about subsidies, right? So depending on what your income is, your household income, how many people live in your home, it will determine the amount of subsidy that you're going to get that will offset your premium. And we're seeing a lot of people qualify for a hefty subsidy because they've lost their job and they've got limited income now, and they're qualifying for 100% subsidy in many cases. So they're enjoying a $0 premium, or we've $25, $30, $40 premium. So call our office and let us see if we can help you and let you know what your subsidy could be.
absolutely. And don't wait till the 15th.
Yeah, don't wait till the 15th. I think we're closed on that day, aren't we?
I like the way you think.
But no,
We might be in the doghouse with a few people.
Yeah, we'll be there for you. Don't worry. But some stragglers need some help, but I can guarantee you we will not be in the office past 7 o'clock on the 15th. I can promise you that. What can they do if they do not want to be enrolled in an ACA or Obamacare plan because it's just too cost prohibitive for many people? And let's say they're healthy, they're young couples, or a healthy middle-aged couple, or even an older couple. What other options are there for those types of people? Because, man, there's a huge demographic out there where they don't want to be involved in ACA or Obamacare, but they'd want to be on another plan. So what do you recommend for those types of clients, and what's available to them? And how much is it going to cost?
Okay, very good question, Gary. We do have several options for people under 65 or those that are not on Medicare. They're called short-term medical plans, STMs. They can go up for the 3 years with Aetna Company, United Healthcare, and Pivot Health. So we offer several different ones, and these are plans that you could join anytime. There's no open enrollment period. You can be on them for as long as you want. Many of them, in some sense, those that are in the 63 to 64, to almost going on to Medicare, we call them a bridge to Medicare plan. So it's something to get them for another 2 years, another 6 months, or another year that can get, or I actually have some young people, 20, 21, 20 years old.
My niece is on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the on the family plan with, say, an employer or the marketplace, it's going to be costing them $500 or $600 extra dollars because they don't get on a subsidy. But a 20-year-old, $150, $170 plan is more than adequate. Gives them up to over $1 million of coverage, or some other plans up to $5 million of medical coverage. Very, very affordable for young people and young couples with small families, and even those. I have quite a few clients who are on these short-term plans in their 60s that are using it as a bridge to Medicare.
And it works, man. I mean, we have a lot of clients, right across our street, a very prominent attorney, him and his wife, 62 years old, and they wanted a 3-year plan that would take them right to Medicare. So, this is the holistic approach that Tom and I use, and that strategy it's really important that you sit down, ask open-ended questions, find out what's best for the client, what they're interested in, what they don't want, what they like, what they dislike, and we put together a solution package for them. And I tell you, it is absolutely phenomenal. It saved them 50% over what they were paying on their ACA healthcare plan. 50% in premium it saved them. And so now they don't have to worry about anything. They're good all the way until they turn 65. And then when they turn 65, they call Gary and Tom, and we get them enrolled in a Medicare plan. It would save them even more money, probably 50% of the premium on their short-term medical plan. So it's a great life. It's a great thing we do.
It is a great life. I love what I do, and I love working with you, Gary, and just all the other agents and office staff. Another thing, I don't think we've really talked about this much, but if you're listening, especially in the radio, and you're in our office right now, and you guys don't have group health plan, the employer is not offering insurance, but you would like to, groups of 5 employees, full-time employees, or more, we offer group health plans.
Good point, Tom.
Able to help another insurance company that does property and casualty with a group plan. Working on 2 right now. One is a small 5-employee business title company, and the other is another bigger company. They have 14 employers.
And don't forget the one in Port St. Lucie, the doctor's office, that has over 100 employees that we're working with.
Yes.
And then also Penny over in Palm City with Honest Air. We appreciate their business. They're also a client of ours for their group business. So if you're a small business, in fact, I'm going to a restaurant today when I leave the studio and talk to the owner of another local business in downtown Stuart for group insurance for them and their employees.
Excellent. And that can really cut people's bill much lower than, say, the marketplace or even the short-term medical that we may offer. So there's a lot of great options. As Gary said, the holistic, we're not just going to try to pigeonhole you and put you into one thing, but there's a lot of options out there for you.
Very many. And then also you say, Gary, you know what? I'm a small business owner. I have, X number of employees, but I really can't afford group health insurance. What other options do I have? And that's a super great question, because the other options you have, Tom, is voluntary benefits. So you can elect to participate in paying those premiums or not. You don't have to. You can put it on a list bill, but it gives your employees access to group products at a very, very reasonable rate, to include life, to include disability, to include dental, vision. Let's see, like a hospital indemnity plan. So there's so many different things that you can use as a voluntary benefit plan. So in lieu of having a major group health plan, there are other options. In fact, also, I'm going to be meeting with another restaurant firm. This gentleman owns 5 restaurants, and we're going to be hooking up probably next week or two. We were supposed to meet yesterday, but it just got too busy with open enrollment. So we're gonna after the ACA healthcare open enrollment is over, sometime after the 15th, Troy and I are going to get together and see what we can do to help all of his employees and his 5 restaurants as well.
Amazing.
The great things are coming. Tom, it seems like when we made the transition and the move from downtown Stuart, from 38 Southeast Ocean to 1611 Northwest Federal Highway, it seemed like the flood, I can't explain it, but it seemed like the floodgates of heaven opened, and God has blessed us, and we are just rocking and rolling. We love the support from our chamber friends, from the St. Lucie County Chamber that we're proud members of, from the Stuart Martin County Chamber members that we're proud members of, and I am a trustee of, from the Jensen Beach Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Palm City Chamber of Commerce. So we're very proud members to be very proud to be part of the chamber and to be part of that network of friends. And also I want to let you know, if you're a small business owner out there, I also, about a year ago, started a networking group here in Martin County called the Executive Masterminds of Martin County. So if you're a small business owner or an executive of a small business of 25 or less employees, or a nonprofit organization, you can consider joining our networking group that we meet the first and third Friday of every month. Typically, we meet the first Friday at the Hampton Inn or another small business, and then the third Friday of the month we do a Zoom call. So, and it's only one business, one category that can join our group, and we do not charge yet.
What?
We do not charge to be a member yet. We started with 3 members. The 3 founding members was myself. I founded a group, and then Vicki Block and Tish Gelano was in the Stuart Martin County Chamber when I had this epiphany of starting a new networking group. So they're my co-founders. So it started with the 3 of us, and now we have over 60 people part of this networking group.
Very nice.
So we're growing, and it's a unique networking group. It's not, as you can imagine, bland and dull, and people just go there to hand out business cards. But it's about business owners collaborating with one another, supporting one another's business, and being accountable to one another. And we're there for one another. So it's supporting each other's local business. So if you're interested and want to know more, let us know, and we can send you some information. We'll send you the website link to check us out. Or also you can check us out on Facebook. I think it's actually a closed Facebook page, but if you Google Executive Masterminds of Martin County, you can find our website there, Tom.
Great. Or you can call that wonderful, famous number, 772.
Wait. Chris, what's the number?
772-210-1020.
All right. So now that Chris, he's going to be giving that number out to everybody that want to know his number.
And what's his number?
Yeah. What's your number, Chris?
My number is 772-828-6078.
And tell everybody who you're with again.
Congruity HR.
So if you're a small business owner, definitely listen. It doesn't cost you anything to pick up the phone and give them a call to find out what his services are and what they provide and what it might cost you. And also, same thing with us, Tom. We do not yet charge for our services. We know we've been talking about it in certain cases where a consumer wants to enroll in the plan that we don't represent, or they have extensive medical prescription drug plans and they want to enroll in a drug plan that we don't represent. We may charge a nominal fee to help them to do that, but 99.99% of the time, we do not, absolutely do not charge for our services. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Absolutely.
That's a big goose egg. Zero.
That is.
That's your Christmas present. So if you want to know information about insurance, whether it's life, and next week we'll talk more about life insurance and things of that nature as well, and long-term care and some other insurance strategies. But if you want some information, call the experts at Owen Insurance Group at 772-210-1020, and we'll just provide you straight talk and make it simple, and so you can enjoy the stress-free life you deserve.
Absolutely. And to all of our clients out there, we want to thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this busy season we had, and we appreciate all of you that are listening who are now clients of Owen Insurance Group. And next week, we are proud and honored to have Troy McDonald with us from Coldwell Banker. And Tom and I will continue the insurance straight talk discussion and share some information on the open enrollment aftermath and how you can still get insurance. We certainly thank you for listening in and watching us this morning. We hope that you enjoyed the show. And if you have, please share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors. And remember, folks, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.